with Firefox and that scroll thing. I don't know. Got Picasa, I've got Office 2007 on here. iTunes, Google Earth even. Let's open up Google Earth. Warning. Yeah, the resolution of this screen is 1024 by 5 something. Which of course is going to make Google Earth and a lot of other programs yell at you. I don't need your tips. I don't need your tips. There's the graphics, which aren't that bad actually. Yeah, this isn't a real test of the graphics, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Alright, let's open up Microsoft Word. See how fast that opens with an SSD on this thing. There's off Word. Word to your mother. Alright. Yeah, that was the whitest thing I could possibly say right now. At least that's the way I sound when I say it. But yeah, there you go. Typity, 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 type. Let's see what 7 has to say about this thing. Gave it a 2.2 on initial setup. But here we go. The processor and all this stuff. We have an Intel Atom N280 at 1.66 gigahertz or 1.67. I don't know what that means really. 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32-bit operating system obviously because this is not a 64-bit processor. Yeah, there you go. Now, gaming on this thing is actually not that bad if you like older games. For example, Half-Life 1 runs beautifully on this. Along with other games like Halo 1 will run well with the GMA graphics. Call of Duty 1 will work. Even games like Second Life, as long as you have an SSD, games should not run terribly slow. When I had a hard drive on here, there was a lot of lag. And that was with Windows XP, so yeah. I haven't tried Second Life on here yet. I'm going to start it up. I'm going to start up the open source client of Second Life called Snow Globe and show you how that runs. There's Komodo being annoying. Detecting hardware. Now, games like this usually require 1024 by 768 resolution to play, but you can get them to play on slightly lower resolutions, believe it or not. Now, as you can see, games like this, where the resolution is higher than the resolution required is higher, this sort of thing will happen. It won't quite line up properly, but with Second Life, you can just move the cursor to that adjustment pane and it will move it down. And then you just full screen it and it should work just fine that way. Alright, I've entered everything. Let's log in. I'm using Snow Globe, the open source viewer, because it's faster. And you need speed on a netbook. As you can see, Komodo's a little paranoid. And the sound's lagged a bit. It's downloading my clothing. Goodness me. Even Windows Firewall freaks out at it. So Windows Firewall is getting better at recognizing certain things. Okay, my character's head's fully been loaded now. There we are. I'll show you just walking around. Here we are walking. It's a bit laggy, this game. Not bad though. Like, it's survivable. It's not that laggy. I mean, I can still walk without having to, without actually like losing control and all that stuff. It's really, really good, actually. The frame rates are nice. You know, even for modern games like this, not that bad. But the graphics are on low, so just be aware of that. Don't ever ask me if I want to quit again, ever. There you go. Games like that, I might want to add that when you play games on this laptop, it will get hot. This laptop gets pretty hot. So I would recommend using a laptop cooler, one of the USB-powered laptop coolers with it, if you're going to game with it. Otherwise, you're okay. Now, one of my YouTubers asked how HD video was on here. Well, I'm going to go download an HD trailer off of the internet and show you. Pretty well. So it looks like it can handle HD FLVs just fine when they're played with the VLC player. As far as full 1080p, let's give that a shot, shall we? Alright, I didn't manage to find a full 1080p video, but I do have a 1080i video. Alright, here's HD video playback. Plays back very nicely, as far as I can see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, as you can see, HD video playback on this thing ain't the greatest. Yeah, it's really, really laggy. Sound doesn't work because I don't have the proper codecs installed. And notice that it's not fetching from the flash drive very much. So it's not the flash drive's fault. Yeah, as you can see, HD video playback at this high of a resolution won't be optimal on this little computer. So you wanted to see HD video on there. That's 1080i on there. It won't run 1080i very well. But as far as HD FLVs go, it seems to run pretty well. Overall, I think this is a great netbook, and anyone who buys it will, if they buy it for what it's used for, surfing the internet, viewing photos, watching a few videos, you know, basic stuff. Stuff that doesn't require a lot of graphics. It can't play HD video very well, but would you really need HD video on this small of a screen? 10.1 inches. Would you really need that? That's my question. Standard depth video should work fine. Really. Yeah, it runs Photoshop fairly well. Overall, I think it's a great netbook, and the build quality is very sturdy. I like that a lot. The webcam up here is actually pretty decent. Tell you the truth, it's 1.3 megapixel. There's a little microphone right next to it as well. So this is also a good computer for Skype, video chat, audio chat, IMing, etc. It's a good basic stuff computer. I would recommend this if anyone's in the market for a netbook. I would definitely recommend it. The Dell Mini 10V. Overall, great netbook. I'd recommend it. Notice when I put this thing to sleep, of course you have the pulsating light, but it also shuts off USB. That's very important because that means it uses very little power when it's on sleep. And you want that. But that's a wrap. Dell Mini 10V, overall a great netbook. Great netbook so far. I'd recommend it to anyone in the market for a netbook. The Dell Mini 10V is also fairly easy to install Mac OS 10 on if you want to Hackintosh it. So if you're looking to do that, you can do it pretty well easily with this netbook as well. I hope you all enjoyed the review, and have a good one, everybody. Ciao.